Okay, I cannot believe we're going on live, but this is like I don't know how many times I've gone live here on YouTube. But yeah, happy Saturday, guys. I thought I did a live a while ago, but I guess it didn't go through. It's okay. I can do take two, right? Hope you guys are doing well on Saturday. I'll make it quick. I've been just on call back to back this morning, so I know how it goes to staying busy and staying productive. I don't mind getting on video calls or the Zoom calls these days, we call them, right? As long as it's effective, as long as valuable to you and to others, and the topic is significant related to what you're doing in life, right? Personal or what have you not, or business. But I don't know why that's on the background there. But okay, so I wanted just to say hello to you guys on a Saturday. Hello, and I want to remind you that some of you asked me if I still run my book club. Oh yeah, hell yeah, I do. I started doing that back in, I believe, well, it was last year, but then I stopped, and then after COVID, I decided to revisit this whole program called Book Club by Nicky. Now that I have a few books that I want to talk about, that I want to cover with you guys. Yes, I do. Since like May 2020 this year, right, during COVID. Um, what it is a book club. Obviously, to join in is free, and yes, you may join it for free. How to do that is go to my website, nickydare.com, in case you don't know that. There's a menu on the homepage, my website, nickydare.com. The very end on the page, free stuff. Yes, free stuff. And then just pull down the menu and it'll give you an option of book club. Go click on that, and then that's how you get in. Okay, so the books that I'm going to cover. First of all, I want to say thank you for watching this, by the way, because I hope this is going to be live, or I don't know how these things go these days. Everybody has this, great technology, advanced capability. They should, because everybody wants everything in speed, in rapid, in a just like this. I want my food delivered to my house, Uber, right? I want my my information exchange, up posted. Okay, live. All right, guys, you know the rest, right? Okay, so just want to say something that the books, like I said, we can start with this. This is Audacity or Veracity. By the way, they're all available on Amazon already. Okay, and both on paperbacks and Kindle, the ebook version. And this book is really close to my heart also. This is Safety and Survival. Uh, this is all my work, by the way, what I believe in. And I've been preaching and advocating safety and survival. I talk a lot about this throughout my workshops, my webinars, and this is all I teach, by the way, right? Workshops at the universities, workshops at community events, and things like that. Right, close to my heart. And this is actually the second version. The very initial version is this one, the Safety and Survival. Also, I can take that out. But it's a webinar edition. Ouch. Webinar edition, and this is exclusive edition. Um, Very colorful, easy to read. Promise not to get you bored. That's what it's all about. Very, very good book. I call it a guide, preparedness, personal preparedness assessment guide, PPAG. All right. This is something that you probably want to have, like a handbook, like a guidebook for you personally, how to stay safe and survive. It covers natural disasters and also man-made disasters. Really, really cool guide. Okay. So I want to go over that with you guys. All right. And then this one, haha, this next two are really close to my heart too. These books were born out of COVID. Yeah, things that we do during COVID, right? You can sit still. I created this because I thought it would be significant um, for us to share information with, because that's what we're doing in life, right? We're sharing information. We research things, and we exchange information with your time, right? Sometimes services, and that's how we monetize it and everything, right? Um, this is really talking about pandemics, how your family, how to stay, overcome the anxiety. That's important. I put it number one. I said pandemic is not the end of the world, and then how to overcome your anxiety, and also how to be creative at home with your kids and families during pandemic, during the quarantine. Having said that, I do have a second version of this. It's called Quarantine Survival, and I just need to publish it right away soon. If you're an author, you know what I mean, right? um, I have a second version of this. It's called Quarantine, and it has more information and details about your home, basically structures in the survival mode, and how you keep yourself, sanitized, and all of this is really easy to comprehend. By the way, okay. So the second book that I managed to produce and was born out of COVID is this one. This is actually a very, very fun book. It's a guide. It's not a guide, it's a book, but it's Dare to Live Life. Okay. In it, it it's got this journal, it's got this 21-day challenge, how to, it's all about unplugging yourself from the real world and enjoying outdoors, enjoying the outside world, basically. It's a great book. Digital detox, so to speak. Unplug yourself, and we all need it. So, because of this book, I'm not on Facebook anymore, just so you know. I'm still on Twitter, maybe doing my random tweet. I don't know. I get that addiction, I guess. I'm still working on it, but I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on Instagram. Neither one of that. I just don't have time because of this book. I challenged myself for 21 days, and then it went over months already. So I never go back. I never look back. I never go back. Um, with that said, I started going back to LinkedIn. Yes. So if you want to join me in my conversation about things that I just did recently, roadmap to sustainability, which is, oh my gosh, I love that. I'm so passionate about that stuff. But I'm going to tell you a little bit later. Um, Join the conversations on my LinkedIn, and I think I'm hitting 15,000. I think I'm close to 15,000 followers, connections right now, which is great. I think, I just, I only had like a few thousand, I think, before. I went back because of COVID, during COVID. And, I started just networking with people. And I feel great to be there because I think it's very productive and very helpful. And you make the right connections as well, I hope. And you're able to also be creative and things like that. And it is a professional community also as well, so you don't have all those funny noises and everything behind the background. I like to keep things simple, and I don't watch TV. I don't have time to go scroll down things like that. I think most of you know that by now with me. I do watch documentaries. I do watch TV. I try to watch, things that that are related to my life, which is watching the universe. I know I'm a boring person. I'm a nerd. I watch the universe, and I watch those shows about the Earth, Down to Earth. I love that show, by the way. Zach Efron. Thank you. Those are great shows, by the way. And you know, I watch stuff, documentaries, like I said, and things that we can relate to, and then we can pass on to our next generation, and ourselves too. Um, Trying to better understand ourselves. What is out there really? I mean, what can be done? How can we bring more solutions to some issues that we're facing today? And those are the maxim basically when I get up in the morning, right? In effect to that, because of my comeback to LinkedIn, I recently created about 3 weeks ago. I kid you not. It took me less than a week to organize this. I don't even know how to use features of LinkedIn. I just did it. I just do it. Okay, that's a good note, guys. When you are already have it in your mind, and it's been a while, you've been thinking about it, and also more importantly, this is what this is what you've been passionate about, right? This is what you have been talking about. And conversations were a little bit different 2 decades ago. If you talk about situational awareness, let's say, or sustainability, let's say, or staying prepared just for from natural disasters, possible natural disasters, or man-made disasters, things like that in that nature, right? And both people look at you funny. People think, oh yeah, you're setting paranoia. Oh, it's okay. You move on, right? I guess you believe in what you do, and you believe in yourself, and you believe in your, conviction, things like that. And you continue your research, you continue pushing forward, and before you know it, it's like, okay, 2 decades later, and then you put these things together on a professional community, and you've been wanting to do it, and you've done it, some kind of footprints already. You've spoken about it at universities, at different community events, and things like that. And it becomes in alignment, and somehow it connects suddenly. It makes sense. That's the point that I'm trying to make right now. Because it doesn't matter how far you have come, it doesn't matter how long it takes you. And somehow it makes sense. It connects. You're putting all the dots and I go, yeah, that's it. We've been talking about sustainability. We've been talking about staying prepared. We've been talking about how to prepare ourselves if a crisis comes, whether it is, the mindset, whether it is the physical aspect to it, right? Um, that's the message that I'm trying to say. And, of course, this COVID has taken massive, massive impact in all multi-dimension aspects in our lives and everybody's lives here around the world. Um, and my condolences for the losses, you know, during this COVID. However, though, uh, what are we going to do? I mean, there's no blueprint. No one has expected this to happen. Just like any most of the disasters that happen on Earth, right? In this human experience that we have in human history. I mean, yeah, we've experienced some kind of disasters or you know, what do you call this, virus, right? Disease and things like that. I mean, yeah, of course, we've experienced that in the last so many decades, centuries, since the human existence. Also, the origins of life. I mean, if you really want to talk about that, guess what? We live off from bacteria, basically, right? That's how we get our oxygens from the bottom of our ocean floor, organisms. I mean, if you want to talk about that, you know how many bacteria that living in this planet? I mean, quadruple. I mean, maybe more than stars out in the universe. I don't know. I mean, I don't know the numbers, but more than stars in the universe. Let's just say it that way. And it takes only one that it's so much intense that we do right now that the whole world is looking for this vaccine for this virus. You start thinking about that. You go like, wow, that's insane, right? All right. So what can we do here to ourselves, to our family, to our loved ones? We can't control what's going on out there. Just like there is a saying, life is 10% what happened. The rest, 90%, of course, is how you respond and react. So what we can control is what we can control. We can stay prepared. We can prevent as much as we can. We can reduce the disaster risks, right? By staying at home, by putting face masks, clean ourselves, right? Wash hands, things like that. Going back to the basics, right? Personal hygiene, sanitation. Um, and, of course, forward thinking. We need to be more creative. We need to stay, productive and for the next generation and ourselves too. What are the solutions? Even when this kind of thing happen again in the next, I don't know, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years. What do they say? I think every 100 years there's significant change in our earth. Every 100 years, they say. Maybe maybe that's the time, right? But again, something that we can control, we can control. Something that we can, let's control that. But still pushing forward, moving forward, not to be stagnant and staying complacent. Right. So All right, I can go on and on talking about this, obviously, because it's been really wonderful. We just completed our third series yesterday morning, and we've gone around the world to talk about it. Is how COVID impacts sustainability. Great topic. Excellent roundtable forum format. Speakers and panelists. Very humble I am to have them all in my roundtable forum and contributed, their time and exchanging ideas and just sharing their views and insights, expertise in their fields and everything. So there's a lot of interest. You can imagine. I have covered quite a few. I mean, there's 7 continents around the world, and I like to cover all of them. But we've traveled already around the world, around the globe. But I still am due to talk to Southeast Asia. I like to go to Japan. I like to see what they're doing there. We've gone to Australia to talk about Australia and Fiji Island. Recently, they were claiming that announced their 100 free days of living cases free. Um, and so I invited speakers to talk about that and how they did it, and learn how they did it with that, right? And went through Brazil, South America, Northern Europe, South Africa, India. We went, and Netherlands as well, and back here in homeland USA. So I'm so due to talk to several people, several folks in different regions around the world. So I'm very excited. But for right now, you guys, I don't want to bore you. It's a Saturday. Go out there, enjoy the sun, soak in that vitamin D, and be happy, stay well. Up here, mindset is everything, and join in with my book club. Okay, so I can't wait to see you guys in there. It is free right now, and can't wait because there'll be a lot of freebies when you do join. All right, so I'm going to kick it off again in September, and I'm probably going to have it on a weekly basis on a Friday. So that's a good thing. So you guys can relax after that, and then we can have some book reading. And if you have any questions, free questions you would like to answer, for me to answer you, if you already have my book, first off, go to Amazon review, put a good review, any kind of review you wish on any of my books. And second, if you have questions, specific questions for me to be able to answer you during this kind of live chat, let me know. Send it to email admin, like ADMIN, at nickydare.com. All right. Until then, I cannot wait to see you guys on my book club. But for right now, subscribe if you haven't to my channel, YouTube channel, okay, if you're watching this. And subscribe to my channel so you will not miss any upcoming video, you guys. Okay? All right, you know that. And then like, comment on any videos, all videos if you wish, if you have more time to spare. And share to your network any of my videos. Don't forget to tag me, Nikki Dare, or tag with Dare Inspires, or just my name is okay. So I'll know that you sending love to me, so I can send love back to you guys. All right. Like I said, I am not on Facebook. I'm not on Instagram. I am on LinkedIn. So go find me there, and love to see you guys there, joining my community there. All right. So until then, what are you waiting for? Book club. Okay. Since it's free. And there are a lot of freebies in there too when you do join. All right. Till then, enjoy your weekend. God bless. Selamat siang, selamat pagi, selamat sore. Bonjour. Okay. Au revoir. Until then, sampai jumpa. All right. Buenos dias, guys. Hasta luego.